Yeah, I look at life totally differently now. Like, I have no limitations because,
Hmm.
like, my limitations were just like lies I was telling to myself.
So, Colleen, why don't
Yes.
you first of all just tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm 25. Well, not yet. I'm almost 25. Um, I don't know. I'm an aunt. I'm a dog mom. I just love life. I'm a happy person, and this program has definitely helped improve my life incredibly, and I can't wait to talk more about that today.
I
Yeah.
can't wait also. I'm super excited. All right. So the first thing I want to ask you, and this is, a little more sensitive, but I kind of want to know how were you feeling if you can take yourself back to before you actually joined on to the Ultimate Female Weight Loss and Lifestyle Formula. How were you feeling
Mhm.
about yourself, about your weight, and what feelings or what brought you the to actually join?
Sure. So I felt very overwhelmed and stressed about getting in shape. Um, oh man, it's honestly hard to think about.
Yeah.
And then even if I would like get up the motivation to like start working out, eating clean, whatever, my negative self-talk would like cut me right back down
Yeah.
and completely discourage any progress I made.
What were you most worried about before you made the actual decision to jump on board? Like, what were you worried about before you? Because everyone gets nervous. Because I mean, it's not free; it costs money. Um, what kind of things were you worried about before you decided to sign on?
Sure. It was a fear of change, and it was a fear of like putting my trust in you and
Hmm.
like crossing my fingers, just giving it 100% and just going for it. So that's what scared me
Okay.
in the beginning.
So what made you take the leap then?
I just needed a change. I just couldn't go on any longer living and feeling how I was feeling. I knew that there was so much more that life had to offer for me, and I didn't know how to get there. And I knew I needed
Right.
help, and I was sick of like starting something, screwing up, stopping, getting discouraged, and just like postponing it. So I knew I needed help, um, and this program seemed like a great fit for me.
Good. Well, and luckily, I mean, obviously, we kind of know not the ending to the story, but obviously, we have you
No,
on here, so it's been good so far. How would
sure,
you say you're feeling now that you are doing the program or in the middle of the program?
sure. I feel so much more, sorry, my hand is shaking. I feel so much more focused and motivated to get out of bed every day. I honestly feel like I have the whole world in the palm of my hands because I've been like my negative self-talk is so much less, and I know that um, I can accomplish anything that I want to for my life with the tools that I've been taught with this program.
So, um, so you're feeling good.
Yeah.
Talking about the strategies that you just brought up,
Hmm.
give me some ideas of what kind of things have you learned that you have found useful during your journey?
Um,
So,
sure. I've learned so much. The biggest things I'm taking away from this are to focus on the 24 hours I have in front of me,
right.
that I don't have to be 100% perfect, or like because perfect doesn't even exist, but as long as I'm moving in the direction I want to be, that's most important. Um, and to like, I'm not perfect. I'm going to screw up, and it's
Mhm.
waking up the next day and doing it again, and not stopping.
And would you agree it's more about how you think about the stumbles and the mistakes that you make rather than actually like being perfect? Because
Yes.
I know we've talked a lot about that. We do things that we consider mistakes or struggles, and we condemn ourselves and we feel guilty, and it's the feelings that we attach to that actually stop us from being successful moving forward. It's not the thing that we did, it's just how we feel about it.
Right, exactly. Yes, it's just the small changes that I've implemented every single day that have gotten me to where I am today and what will get me through reaching my goals for the rest of my life.
That's awesome. So I wanted to kind of get an idea of like a little bit before and after. So what's the difference now compared to when you were trying on your own?
The biggest change is having your accountability. I can always reach out to you for anything. And because you're trained in behavioral change, we have just slowly gone through habits I'd like to change one by one, little week by week, and gradually change them into healthy habits. And that creates sustainable change and something that I can have with me forever.
Yeah, we definitely find what's not working, and then we like stop it right there. Like we find out what's not working, we figure it out, and we figure out how to stop you from doing it in the future. So, off the top of your head, what do you think is different about this program that might stand out to someone specifically? It's not maybe so general, but maybe something specific about this program that you think would be different.
I think other programs are built as a business. So as a business, they want it to work for a little bit for you to fall off and then come back to them. And this is not built like that. It's built for longevity and sustainable change.
Awesome. Can you give any examples on why you think it's something that'll last longer?
Because we start with habits and behavior. And then, like, everyone knows that eating healthy and working out will make you lose weight. Everyone knows that. So starting with how you feel, the habits you have, and changing those little bit by little bit is the biggest difference. It starts in your head. Yes, it does.
Yeah, that I think for you that was really great because Colleen was in the program for a month and she was already super excited, making a lot of changes. I remember talking on the phone with you, and you were talking about going on vacations and just seeing life differently, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I look at life totally differently now. Like, I have no limitations because like my limitations were just like lies I was telling to myself. And the truth is that I can actually do whatever I want as long as I put my mind to it.
Whatever you frickin' want.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
You can. And that is, I think, the first month we really just focused on what you're thinking about and your subconscious and these things you kept telling yourself, even if you weren't aware of the things you're telling yourself, like being aware of your actions and why you kept repeating them. And we found out what was that tape that you kept playing in your head, and how can we overpower it and change it. And that's one thing I do want to get out of this interview, is that it's not just about weight loss. Like, it is so much more. It's so much bigger. It's not about just eating healthy and exercising. It's about changing your life. And that's why people want to lose weight, is because you feel like you're missing out. You're not living your life to the fullest.
Exactly.
And definitely this, and if you'll agree or not, but the first month is really about getting this right, so that you're not only losing
everything
weight.
else will fall into place after you change how you think. If you keep thinking how you did in the past, how do you expect any real change to happen if you've been thinking the same exact way?
Yeah, you'll always fall back to the way you were. And that's why people don't succeed on their own, or if they get to a certain place, they fall back into their old thinking habits, and it brings them back to where they started.
Right.
And that's the thing that most programs don't even hit. They don't even bring up or talk about. And that is really, I think, that when you're talking about making this sustainable for life, it's about changing what's going on here, so those little stumbling blocks don't make you start over.
Sure.
And start people's programs over, or, you know. like, yeah,
Yeah.
every other thing that doesn't get here, so you always will come back. It's like a for sure deal. And anything you want to say to females that are struggling with insecurities about their weight, life, or their abilities to change?
Like, even if a small part of you wants, like, is interested in what we have been talking about, you should set up a call with Mel.
I did not
She
ask her to say this. I'm just
No, no, this is not a script. Like, she's not paying me nothing. Like, this is just truly what I believe. Um, just sit down with Mel, talk about what you want, and like just do it. Like, I don't know, you owe it to yourself to live your best possible life. You owe it to your family and friends
Mhm.
to have a good mindset and live the best possible life you absolutely like that you can. And like, if you're like looking for a sign, like, this is your sign. Like, just do it. Just sign up for a call, start changing your life, because time passes anyways. It's been about like 6 weeks and they flew by, and um, I've had so much progress, and I just want that for so many women if when they're struggling.
Yeah, and it was great because Colleen was very excited and willing when I brought up the idea to just,
Yeah.
1 month in, because I can tell how much she's changed and how much the programs helped her kind of find who she wanted to be. And she really wanted to share that. And she really wants to help other women get that, because Colleen has struggled. I
Oh
think we
yeah.
all struggle. And it's not, like I said, it's not always weight. We all have our own struggles. And I developed this program because I had my own struggles
Mm-hmm.
with anxiety and depression and things like that, medicine and pep talks couldn't get me through. And so it's the same thing. Weight, anxiety, depression, all of these are just symptoms of something bigger that's going on in here, because everything you think, and I know I say this a lot, but everything you think, you have control of your thoughts, and your thoughts control your emotions, and then your emotions control your actions. So everything that's happening around you, you are making happen. You are making a reality based on how you think. So if you don't
Mm-hmm.
know how to stop that or intercept it and change it, that is a good reason to reach out for help. So it can
Yes.
change more than weight your whole
Right.
life,
Exactly.
hopefully, right? All right.
Yep.
Anything else you want to finish up with?
Just want to say thank you for this opportunity to reach more women. I am so grateful. Thank you, Mel.
I'm very grateful for you too, and I'm so welcome that you are enjoying this, and
Yeah.
I'm excited that we could bring this to other people, and hopefully
Mm-hmm.
we can, just change more lives. And I think that's part of
Yeah.
what helps you move forward too, is you realize that you can motivate and inspire other people to be where you're at and what you're feeling when you see other people that aren't happy, that are struggling, and
Mm-hmm.
that they feel stuck and they just don't know how to get out of it. So,
Yeah.
virtual high five.
High five.
All right, all right. I like you're like boom, I love it.
Yay.
All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much, Colleen, for joining
Hi.
me.
Thank
All right.
you.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.